I've got the golfer's toolbox out on the putting green, which is another great place to use this teaching aid. And what I've got here is kind of a tough little left to right putt, and obviously we've set it up so that it's on the correct line when I do putt. But this is a difficult putt for a lot of people. And I want to explain to you a few things that we use the golfer's toolbox for. One, on the top here, we have increments in inches, and I can see how far back I take the putter for different length putts. So we got about a 6-foot putt here, and I can start to be aware of how far I take it back and how far I take it through. Now there's varying ideas on how much to take it back and how much to take it through as far as ratios. Should it be 1-to-1, 1-to-2 forward? So I've heard it all in my life in teaching, but I've also had the opportunity to play with and also teach a couple of the greatest putters in the history of the game. Ben Crenshaw, played a ton with Ben. I've worked with Ben some, mostly on his golf swing, not on his putting, but I certainly know what he's doing. Brad Faxon I worked with for 10 years, who was the best putter in that time frame in the 90s. And then Lenny Matisse, another great putter. And I've also worked, since she was a little girl, with Christy Kerr, who got to #1 in the world. So I just want you to know, this is some of the stuff that they work on. And Lenny liked to work the same amount back and the same amount through. Faxon was longer back, shorter through. So then you have other people who are telling you 1 increment back, 2 increments forward. But whatever you want to do, you can look right down here and do it, whatever your method is. My idea in putting is to have a repetitive method, to have something that you can repeat. So the toolbox here allows me to work on my stroke in numerous ways. So the one thing that I'd love for you to understand, we'll see this from the back camera, is the plane of the swing of the putter is measured by the shaft, not by the putter head. So what that means is, as I take the putter back, it's going to work slightly up and to the inside, but the shaft is working right straight back and through on the toolbox, because the putter has about 10 degrees of angle to it, less than all of your other clubs. All 14 clubs are different, 14 different clubs, 14 different lie angles. So when I've got this guy right on this shaft plane, I can see that as I go back, the putter works a hair to the inside, and as I go through on the other side, it'll work a hair back to the inside here. So it's a slight in stroke when you have an angled putter. Now to counteract that, if you wanted to, you could get your putter more up this way, then you'd have to pull the ball in. I'll move this out of here for just a moment. But if I wanted to get in really close to it and get my putter more vertical, like some people do, then I have virtually a straight back, straight through stroke right there. So if you get a little further away from it, say like a Crenshaw or Faxon, they have more of an arc stroke, ball is outside their eyes a few inches. So you've heard it all in putting, but what you need to be is repetitive. And this toolbox is going to allow you to do that. So I'll get this ball in here in the right spot, get set, and I'm going to try and just stay steady, but I might even look at these inch increments right here and see if I went to the black area and finished in the black area, which would be an even stroke back and through. And that's kind of the stroke that Matisse and a lot of tour players use, kind of even back, even through. Some people like to go a little shorter back and then longer through. So that stroke would be maybe just short of the black here and then all the way maybe to the end of the black on this side, or even to the white area. But so easy to look at. I don't really have to look at the putter. I can look at the board and see that, wow, there I got it a little longer. So that might be a stroke you like. Whatever it is, you can set yourself up into a phenomenal practice station right here on the green. You can putt right to left, left to right, whatever you have a problem with, and see that you're doing things the way that you want to putt. My preference for putting would be watching you putt, seeing what kind of stroke works best for you, and then working on that all the time. And this is going to allow you to do that. So get yourself set up. You can work on your arc or plane of your swing really easy with the golfer's toolbox, and you can do it on pretty much any length putt. I'd prefer you'd stay probably inside of 12 feet, but you can do any right to left to right, straight in, and you'll be able to make a repetitive stroke, and you could practice it all the time. It's perfect. And just one more thing. You can use the toolbox indoors. You can bring it into your home. You use the alignment sticks right here to kind of balance it. And this is not in the ground here at all. This is lifted up. Just you put it right down on your carpet, and now you've got it in your home. And you can go right on the rails, right back and right through, or you can go just a little bit off it, and now you've got your shaft just off the toolbox, and from here you can just watch your stroke and see if you make a good stroke that way. So that's a great thing that you can do in your house. You do not have to go to the putting green.